Hello everyone, Mark Wyatt here from West Shore RFC, working with JT, one of our star up-and-coming players. It's U17. JT, come on in, come on in. Apparently this is a short video, 2.5 minutes. There's a photo op for all those looking for one out there. So what we're going to talk about is the drop punt, which became quite popular with Aussie rules, and it's probably about 25 years old that rugby union has now addressed and adopted because of its accuracy. Primary reason is accuracy alone, particularly when kicking for touch. So we're going to go through the basics. There's 4 main components to it. One is the ball position in the hands. Second part is the drop. It's a one-handed drop, whether you're left-footed or right-footed, not a two-handed drop. The third point is contact, and we'll go through this again on the laces, but at the top, when people say make contact on the laces, it does not mean down here. This is a weak part of the foot. This is where the joint is. This is where it's going to be most solid. And then the last point is not here, but complete follow through the ball to get that beautiful distance we're all looking for. Yeah. So the hold's really important. That's the first stage. So the thumbs you want pointing towards the middle. So bring that down, and the hands, fingers more or less run with the seam. But you want to get to the lower portion of the ball. That's not a bad place right there. That's a good place to start. Now because JT's right-footed, the right hand is going to release. The left hand is purely to guide. Elbows are locked and ready to release. So the drop is absolutely critical because the ball's got to travel the exact same way every single time to come off your foot. And it's a one-handed drop. The offhand, so if I'm right-footed, I'm dropping with my right hand. The other hand is simply a guide hand. It's just to help you get to the point where the point of release. And you're actually releasing the ball. Check out my elbows are straight. They're not up and through here. So I'm getting the farthest point of extension before that release. Now the contact point is right here, ideally right on top of the laces. When people talk about laces, they think they're talking down here. This is a really weak part of the foot when you're going to make contact. This is where the joint's located, this is where the bone mass is, and this is the fundamental spot that you're trying to aim for. So not down here, right at the very top of this joint, on the very top of the laces. So we talked about the 3 other, we've talked about the hand placement, we talked about the contact on the foot, we've talked about the release, and the last thing we're going to talk about now is just making sure that we follow through on the ball, because that's going to give you the distance you want. If you want a short little kick, you just need a little stab. If you want some distance, you got to follow through. So your leg extension after contact should be up above or close to your shoulder length. So we don't want to restrict our follow through because it restricts our distance. Now JT, why don't you pop in there and have a go. I like it. I like it. Now if you're ever wondering whether you make good contact, the ball flight's going to tell you, but also the sound coming off the foot. And if you heard the sound coming off JT's foot there, it was a deep thud. When you hear that slapping sound, it almost sounds like the ball's tinging. It means you've mishit it, and you've probably hit it on top of the laces down here, which people talk about. That deep thud comes from right up there. That means you've made good solid contact with the ball. So those 4 key points again. Make sure that you've got the correct hand position on the ball, elbows are locked. That's one. Second one is one hand releases on the ball, the other one there is simply to guide it. Contact point on the top of the foot, right at the joint, and the fourth part is make sure you've got that nice pretty follow through.